Okay, so this didn't work, which is kind of expected. So the thing I noticed is that it's not even logging the messages. Okay, and now my connection will be dropped because I didn't respond to the ping. Right, because it never joined the channel. So that's why the messages aren't received. So right now my bot is just connected to a server, but it hasn't joined the chat. And it didn't join the chat because the command wasn't parsed. And why is that? Am I forwarding the command at all to... Parse the command and its parameters. So I'm actually not parsing the command. Which would explain why things aren't working. And... and this thing should be sent into parse command. Because parse command is expecting the part of the string after the first white space. That starts with the command and then the parameters. So if I actually try to parse the command, it didn't work because it didn't join the channel. Should attach a debugger, but I don't know how to do that. Trying to parse message string. Log got command string message string. Found command. Was messaged. No. Command. Command. Not just command. So if we just console log a bunch of stuff. So I'm setting the command attribute to a function. Okay. Found command, function parse command. So why is that a function? Hmm. Because it's returning a function. It's returning itself. Okay. Okay, so now it actually joined the channel. And it crashed. Which is an improvement, believe it or not. So let's see, 58. Okay. So I actually named the attribute message and not chat message. So this is again where a linter would come in handy. That's the old thing. Let's try that again. Yeah, okay. So after that slight diversion, we are back to where we were before. But now the parsing is done outside of the main function, which is what we wanted. And maybe I should keep the console logs for now until I figure out how to attach a real debugger. But okay, so now we move the parser outside of the main function, outside of the main program. Which is great. We still have this mess, but yeah, we probably have to keep it because these things are interacting with the WebSocket connection object, and this object only exists within the scope of this client. So when a client has connected, it calls this function with the argument of the connection object. So the connection object only exists within this client on function. So we can't interact with the connection object outside of the client on scope, or what do you call it? So I'm not sure how we would move these things outside of this scope. So for now, we could just leave them, and let's see. And this thing, we should rename it to parse bot command instead, I think. So let's see. So that's the only... Yeah, so that's the only reference to it. And these are our individual bot commands. And right now, the bot can only respond to... respond with the formatted string. I think I call it parse bot command, right? Nope. I want to export it so I can import it. So let's see. Parse bot command from parse bot command. So now that's its own file, which would make it a lot nicer to update and change it. Trying to parse ping. Why didn't it log a pong? Oh. Because I moved this thing outside. This should respond with pong and did I pass it to source or? Let's see, ping. Source. And so this is parsed message command source. So log Pong. So that should make it respond to Pong. And I was missing a break, so it would fall through to the next command and try to, and it would crash. Right. Found command undefined. Why is it logging found command undefined?